About a year ago, I was invited to go to this meditation retreat called The Journey Work, and it is run by an extraordinary woman named Brandon Bays, who healed her own tumor that was the size of a basketball in her belly. We did this one meditation in the body, and I chose to work on my heart. I knew that I needed to open my heart a little bit more. When I first started the meditation, there was a woman sitting next to me reading the ingredients of the meditation into my ear very quietly, like a whisper. She said, "What is in your heart?" And the very first thing that came up was plastic forks sitting next to each other. She said, "Well, what does it sound like?" A clinky sound. We went through layer by layer of my heart. About 45 minutes later, after I'm snotting crying about issues with my family, get to the bottom of it. She said, "Okay, now zoom out. Now what does your heart look like?" Couldn't believe it. I saw gold, like a golden harp. What does it sound like? What came out was, "You are gold, you are pristine.
You are gold, you're like a queen.
You are love, you are home, you are gold." And she said, "Wow, that's such a beautiful song. Who wrote that?" And I said, "God?" I said, "I don't know. I just heard it for the first time." She said, "Did you write that? You need to get up on stage right now and sing it to Brandon." And so we all sang the song together. When I went home that night, I thanked God for these 4 lines of music. And I said, "If that really could be a full song, can you please help me cover the rest of it?"
I see you.
I had the opportunity to live right outside the projects in New York City for the last 2 years. I had never really lived in a neighborhood that was considered low-income housing before, even though I've been low income for a large part of my life. I have had friends from all walks of life, and I love being around people who are different. This past year, there happened to be a rash of hate crimes that happened to Jewish Americans in Brooklyn, and then also right near where I was living in Harlem and also in Muncie, New York. And so I made a very short documentary where I just stopped people on the street and I said, "Hey, can we talk about this?" And I remember a friend came up to me and he said, "You got 10 strangers to talk to you? You have so much courage. You're just standing here singing about God."
Yes.
We trust each other. We're actually all friends now. I made this song a year ago because I was in a meditation. I was thinking how we are all one soul. We all come from the exact same DNA. Whatever our color is on the outside, whatever shape, size, religion we are, we're all one soul. We're all connected. I'm so sick of this cancel culture where you try to put out something beautiful into the world, and because of the outside that you have, someone says, "You don't understand my pain. You have no right to say anything kind to me because you are canceled. I know everything there is to know about your people. You've hurt my people, and therefore you're canceled. I will not hear from you no matter what you've done before. There's no room to grow." Where can we grow from here? I'm sorry, but the last time I checked, I come from a minority. Some people don't want to hear that because I can hide it sometimes with the way that I look on the outside. Killed, persecuted, kicked out of their homes, not given food, not given clothes, not given the riches that they worked for or whatever little that they had, because a lot of us were very poor. Unpopular belief, but it's true. You can look it up. I come from immigrant great-grandparents who came here and decided to build families. They were all in very under the poverty line situations. They worked their way up. Yet because I have this skin, people say, "You don't know what it's like for people like me. Therefore, you don't get to speak. You don't get to have an opinion." Well, to me, all of that is ego. And if we're going to follow people like Dr. King and Gandhi, Moses and Muhammad and Buddha, the only way that we can do it is by taking each person with their nuance, each person who's trying so hard to be a human soul, in those moments where we try to open our hearts and be kind and look at that person and say, "Thank you for trying." And then start there. Meet them where they're at. If they're really trying to be kind, you have the choice to be kind back or to put up your ego and say, "It's not enough. No matter what you do right now will never be enough." I am so sick of this cancel culture because it's killing us. We can't move forward if we're going to immediately stop people when they're trying to take a step. When they read a book, will there ever be enough documentaries? Will there ever be enough articles or podcasts, lectures or TED Talks to hear and read and see? Or can we start with right now, looking at all of us as beneath the personalities, the cultures, the races, the class, the caste systems that we've come from, and say, I see you. I see you as a soul that's trying to connect with me. Can we please try that? We all started from the same cells. We need each other. And instead of looking at each other from the outside as anything but special for our differences, because deep down we're all the same DNA, and just like what Anne Frank said, that we are all created good, no matter what the Nazis turned into. That was free choice, but that wasn't how they started out. No one is born evil.
All I can do is control myself.
And we have the choice at every moment to either connect to that evil inside of us or be kind to each other.
We should all just be united and love one another.
Deep down, we're not brown, black, white, green, yellow, purple. We are a soul, and it is gold, and it is beautiful.
You are gold, you are pristine, you are gold, you're like a queen.
See the light at the end of the tunnel.
All of the pain.
All of the pain.
Best way to teach ignorant people, in my opinion, is to show them there's another side to that coin. That negativity that they keep channeling, actually further. Communication gets you way further.
Hey.
Just speak up. Speak out, spread the word. Communities go to other places where you usually wouldn't visit.
stand up.
And just stand up.
Stand up
And ask for what you
and ask for what you need
to believe.
to believe.
I love her. And I just met her like 2 minutes ago.